but they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us.
Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline?
For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my CPS.
Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants, giants. Heart of David, you know it takes just one. Get some.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Panthers going up against the Ravens. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. 55 yards.
Okay, 3rd and short, the mindset of the defense, probably playing the run first. But if you're playing any type of pass coverage, tight coverage, press coverage, and offenses often convert their routes at that point and go farther downfield. And that played off in a big way for them on that one. A big-time catch downfield.
Flushed out right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On play action, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
take it in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second quarter now. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the 1st. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll give it here to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partners, decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing is Rodgers. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. They'll look to throw, and that's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
One receiver right is Watkins. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Vincent Jackson, 83 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the...
Do you seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. Man, here we go.
3rd quarter action now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a
big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's Matt Darr now. as he's on to punt for Carolina.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule, as he's down at the 15-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Rodgers to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's going to air one out, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now here come the Ravens. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and knock people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looks pretty good.
How about that?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And fourth down coming up. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this will be taken at the 13. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he knocks it through. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage?
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Vincent Jackson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's got Watkins on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores.
And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to air one out. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he will find his man on the outside. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Rodgers now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. A very solid gain of 27.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
Rodgers throwing here. And this one is incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and it's third down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Matt Darr now. He's been terrific so far. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now another shot here at the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Rodgers looking to throw. Deep drop. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He's going to look deep down the field. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. That's it. It's all.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere. Let's go. Way to go, deep. Way to go, deep.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week, working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40, in the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight, till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing, you know, we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know, we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out, I'm talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, here's to never looking back, 'cause the past doesn't last. Long as we're together, just keeps getting better. Just keeps getting better. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want turn up, turn up, turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let me in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in. I'm breaking in. Breaking in.